Hello Scorpios, welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra and I'm going to be doing the Scorpio reading for January of 2023. I'm a little bit behind. I had things for the holidays that I was getting ready for, family events, but we're getting back on track now. I usually give a big long spiel at the beginning of these. And a disclaimer, I'm going to put those in the box below. The description box below will contain anything that you might need from me. Information on personal readings, information in case you'd like to tip or donate to the channel, information as far as a disclaimer goes. Something else I like to mention is that I'm an intuitive card reader. I do not read by the book. Yes, I use tarot cards, but I still read them the way they come to me. I know the traditional meanings, but I use it according to the energy. Some people don't like that. And at this point, I really don't care. Either you're okay with my readings or you aren't. There's plenty of beautiful readers on YouTube. As I said, I'm an intuitive reader. I pick up on the energies from the cards, the energies of the collective or the person that I'm reading for. I also draw from the artwork on the cards. I'm a channeler. One of my best ways of channeling is through automatic writing, which I do before I start each collective reading on here. Doing card readings on YouTube is something fairly new for me. And please bear with me as I'm getting used to this. I also use a pendulum for confirmation, yes or no answers. I find they're very helpful. Everything is a tool. Pendulums, crystals, cards, books, everything's a tool. Nothing replaces your own intuition and your own discernment and your own life experience. There's nothing better for guiding your way through life and following your own journey as far as intuition and discernment. These things are yours. They're given to you. Nothing beats out your life experience and the things that you feel or know to be true in your own heart. So never just take these things as a sole way of living life every day. Like I said, they're just tools. And as I said too, disclaimers in the box below. I did that so that we can get started and get on with things pretty quickly. So I'm going to jump right in to channel messages. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season and everyone's starting off the new year with a bang and making good choices. So the first thing that I channeled in is that some Scorpios are one of the toughest signs, and they get a bad rap a lot of the time. They're very intuitive, and they're probably the one sign in the zodiac that has an understanding of darker energies. I mean, they are very connected with the underworld. That doesn't mean that they're dark. It just means they have a good balance of things, I think. And I think that's a wonderful thing. But the first thing that I got was that some Scorpios this year are finally beginning to use their gifts to help heal and serve the collective, the world, the globe, in your own special ways. Some people are healers, some people are clairvoyants, clairsentient, clairaudient. There's some people who donate money, donate time, herbal healing. I mean, whatever your gifts are, I feel like some people are just discovering these things, or they've always known they were there. They just were either too scared to use them to help others, or they just weren't ready yet. So I feel like this year is going to focus a lot on learning to use those gifts. The next message I got was moving on with forgiveness and grace. So I feel like there's a lot of deep reflection going on in the lives of a lot of people. I mean, this is a new year, so everybody's kind of reflecting back on last year or just on the past in general. We're forgiving things and moving on with grace. We're giving grace to people who have harmed us, people who have hurt us. Forgiveness from the heart space on a deep level, I believe. I feel like past wounds, even clear back to childhood, past situations are being healed. I feel like this is done to move forward to the next phase. For whatever that means for you. Like I said, take these as they resonate. Not all readings are going to resonate. You fill it in how it fits your life. The next thing was coming to terms with your own divinity and life purpose. So I feel like we're starting to understand that we are divine. We're not perfect, but we do have a certain creativity within ourselves. And where else would it be better hiding than in us? The divine, the divinity, the spark of source. So we're starting to understand that a little better. We're starting to understand life purpose and starting to set out on those journeys to do what we came here to do, the mission that we brought with us when we were born. Some Scorpios are beginning to face their own mortality in the 3D realm, this physical plane, starting to face mortality, understanding that each life that we spend here is for a short time. And although I believe in reincarnation, I don't know what you believe, but I believe we come back many times. And although I believe that, I don't always believe that we remember when we come back. So I feel like we're understanding our own mortality, the fact that we come here to live for a short time, and sometimes we have to come back before we go on to the next part of our journey, next dimension, next place, in the bigger scheme of things. I feel like there are some Scorpios who are facing illnesses at this time. Or just understanding, that death doesn't always mean an end. Sometimes it can be a beginning, again, to the next phase of things, the next phase of being. It's my belief. Energy never dies, it just changes forms. And the great John Lennon once said that to him, death was like getting out of one car and getting into another one. And I think that's probably one of the most amazing things I've ever heard in my life. And of course, Scorpios are the sign of death and rebirth. So this could just be rebirth in this life. It could be rebirth for the next. But mortality, there's an overall spiritual understanding coming, especially this year, to a lot of signs. But again, Scorpios have this strange fascination, I guess, with things like that anyway. Some of you are understanding that it's okay to be who you are without worrying about judgments of others, without worrying about what other people think or say. You're starting to come into being your own self and letting go of shame or letting go of guilt. Just not caring, just knowing who you are and being okay with it. And I feel like it's being more comfortable in your own skin. There's a lot of people not just Scorpios. It is the beginning of a new year. There's new leaves being turned over, new goals being set, and discovering new ways to be. I feel like a lot of doors are opening up on the physical plane, on the mental plane, on the spiritual plane. Now, which doors we choose to walk through is going to be a whole different ballgame. That's going to be different for each and every person. And I feel like some of you are starting to understand that your biggest and best support system is sometimes yourself. I mean, we want our families to support us. We want our friends to support us. You know, that feels good. And it's wonderful if we have that. But sometimes we have nobody to depend on but ourselves. And that's okay. I know for myself especially, that's been a really hard lesson to learn in this life. You know, I've always looked to other people for acceptance. Yeah. I've looked at other people for acceptance, for support system, for all kinds of things. I'm learning that I really just get let down with that a lot of the time. So there have been many times where I've had to be my own best support system, and I've learned that's okay. You're beginning to know that Source isn't separate from you, and that you're a vital part of it, and it is a vital part of you. It's my belief that Source is not separate from us. In fact, we are sparks of that, each one of us, that make up a bigger whole. So with that being said, I think we'll pull some cards. Let me, excuse me, let me channel in here, or use the pendulum to see. Show me yes, please. Thank you. Clear the energy, please. Was the channeled in message, was this true and accurate to the best of my ability? Yes. Okay. Please forgive any noises in the background. We're a whole family living up in here. So we got things going on all the time. Spirit, give me the best messages for Scorpio, January of 2023. It's hard to believe it's 2023 already. I just turned 52 a couple months ago. Man, it's hard to believe I'm that old already. It's nuts. It's just nuts. That's right. What messages do we have for Scorpio? Oops, let me hold it up here so you can see it. This is the Queen of Wands. Make sure you can see them there. We have too many. Queen of Wands. What else we got here? For the Spirit. Queen of Cups. Let's focus. Focus. Hopefully you can see that. It's Queen of Wands. Or Queen of Cups. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups so far. Whoa. That's too many. When half the deck comes out, that's just too many. I feel like Spirit's wanting to talk. All right, we'll take these two. All right, so we've got Three of Pentacles. Five of Cups. One more, please, Spirit. One more, please. The Nine of Wands. All right. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Wizard's Tarot and the Conscious Spirit Oracle. Again, like I said, I read it how I feel it. I don't care what the book says. I don't care that tarot is different than Oracle. I read it the way I read it, what my spirit guides give me. So I feel like I can do all the research in the world. I know what these cards mean. But intuitively, it comes to me different. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with what the spirit guides and ancestors give me the message to give. So with that being said, I mean, you can take it how you want. All right, we got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. The Queen of Wands is energy of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So I feel like you're showing up in your own reading. I'm looking at this, and I think I feel like I said, we're moving from a different place here. I feel like in the past, there has been heavy emotion, sadness, depression, forlorn for a lot of Scorpios. I feel like groups of people have really harmed. And I believe you put a lot, like I said, I feel like there was a lot of value placed on what other people think, what other people thought. I mean, if you look at this card here, they're doing something. There's three of them there. She's reading off, you know, maybe judgments. I don't know. It could be magic spells. But if you look, you got the serpent-like energy going up the tree. So that could also have something to do with your own inner ideas. It could be a father and two daughters in that card as well. You got an older male here, two younger females. So that could be these two ladies here. Although I feel like these are a little younger. I don't know, but I feel like there was some heavy sadness. Like this is swift action. I feel like some things were done and said that really caused you some anxiety and some sadness. I mean, if you look at this card here, like all the cups are spilling over. She's crying. I guess there's two cups on the tree behind her. But if you notice, there's a clock on the tree. See the clock on the tree? This again might have something to do with facing your own mortality, like I said, because time is what we have when we get here. And while it's an illusion, it's still how we live every day. And we get an allotted time each life we come. These two energies could be they could both be your energies. Maybe this is a past energy, this is more present energy, or maybe these two are the two together, fire and water. They're opposites. However, sometimes the fire queen, she can be a little harsh, a little brazen. The Queen of Cups is more emotional. A more nurturing energy, usually, although in this card she's pouring out her cup, pouring out emotion. This could be purging of emotion. This I'm seeing as a trinity, a trifold, the Three of Pentacles, earth energy. There may even be a need to meditate, to ground yourself, because this could be representative possibly of, I don't know, this is fire going up the tree. You've got 3. This could even be a father and a mother and a daughter. So this could be a father, a mother, and a daughter. Again, a trinity, which trifold cords, they're not easily broken. Oh, shucks. That was just lovely what I just did here. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention and I flipped them. Oh, good heavens. Please forgive. All right. Good grief. All right. Let's try this again. So we get a little clarification on this. Like I said, this is forlorn. I mean, this might even be, like I said, this might have been a sadness for facing the mortality. I mean, when we look at things and we look at time, our own mortality, I mean, for a lot of us, it can cause us sadness. Some of us aren't ready to go. Some of us aren't ready to change things. Again, there's that clock. And it's got 2 cups. The other 3 cups are spilled. She's sad. She's forlorn. And then we've got the 9 of Wands, which is swift movement. So, as I said, there's a heavy realizations here of and understandings. So we got Spark of the Divine. Did I not say at the beginning that you were realizing your own divinity? I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of creation. You're part of all creation. Like, you're realizing this. There's a whole lot of things coming to this, that you're realizing that you are divine, that you are divinity in motion. A spark of the source, a spark of source that became flesh. You are that. And I feel like this is probably fire energy as well. Like I said, you're starting to understand these things. You're facing your own mortality. You can't make this up. Like, you are a spark of source who came here to experience the flesh. We all forget that, though, when we're born. We forget it. And then we have to reconnect to that. What else have we got, Spirit? Queen of Cups here. So I feel like this is that realization. Look, you cannot make this up. The healer. I feel like the Queen of Cups definitely is a healer. She's a nurturer. So again, the understanding that you are a spark of the divine. Come to experience flesh. To live here in the flesh. Understand what it's like to be human. You're coming to the realization of your gifts, just like I said at the beginning when I channeled it in, and you're finally starting to use them. We're talking healing here. We're talking whatever gifts you have to help heal humanity, to help heal the world. You're coming to grips with that. Let's see what else we got here. I don't normally shuffle like that in the middle. I need something for the Three of Pentacles, please. Spirit. I feel like yeah, the Queen of Cups is the nurturer. I mean, they're both mother energies. But this is fire energy. This is spark. This is coming here or reigniting the spark within. Understanding that you're a healer, that you're a nurturer. I still have one card that's backwards. This one. Transformation. See that? It's a little, here we go. Transformation. A journey within and find true happiness. Let me get this one turned around right. There we go. Okay. And if you look at this card, this could be going within. I mean, that kind of reminds me a little bit of like Kundalini energy, somewhat. I usually see Kundalini as two going up the tree, but like I said, there's a mother, a father. It looks like a daughter. It could be a young male as well. Transformation is happening. Which transformation, Scorpio, is your own energy. You've shown up twice so far in your own reading. Transformation. Like the Death card, death and rebirth. I feel like it says I journey within to meet my higher self and to find true happiness. That's what this reminds me of as well. And we got this, whoops, Five of Cups here. And like I said, there's a sudden, I feel there's a sudden understanding of something that's coming, that's causing some sadness, forlorn. There's that clock on the tree, you know, that I think, you know, I think of life. There's a time clock allotted, so much time for each life. And you generally, I mean, I remember some of my past lives, but generally we don't remember. We don't live in those times, you know. The time that we're experiencing now is the one that matters. And when you start to realize that, you start to understand, wait a minute, I only have so much left. I feel like no matter how young or old you are at this time, These things are really important. Ooh, that's way too many. I need one for the 5 cups, please, Spirit. 5 cups. 5 cups, please, Spirit. 5 cups. Sacred space. I find peace, security, contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. Yeah, I feel like there's a realization. Get grounded, get out in nature. Enjoy every second, savor every moment, savor every single thing. Living each day as if it might be the last. I mean, the beginning and the end are in the same place, right? Aha. Swift action. Your own path. And I said that you were starting to understand that it's okay to be you, no matter what. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. So there's this coming to grips with time, coming to grips with your own mortality here in the 3D realm. Getting grounded. Swift action to get on your own path, to stop worrying about what other people think, to stop caring what other people say, knowing that it's okay to have your own belief system, knowing that it's okay to look at things the way that you look at things, knowing that it's okay to live your way as long as you're not hurting someone else. Strength and courage, not caring. See what we can get from my own cards here. Let's shuffle a couple more times here. There's so much in this life that we take for granted every day. And I think this is a year where many of us, not just Scorpios, but all the signs in general are going to start living life more to the fullest. I mean, especially after being on quarantine for the, the whole world was locked down for a year there. Yeah, this is all a game changer. Like, it's changing the way you look at things, the way you're living your life. There's new things. It's changing everything for you. Signs and synchronicities are everywhere. Like I said, it's an understanding. You're seeing it for what it is. And being open. Some of this may not, for some of you, be what you thought either. You may be finding truths that you would have never expected to be true. At least one more, please, Spirit. At least one more. What is that one? I laid it on the floor. How does your garden grow? Your own path. Planting your own garden. Tilling your own garden. Reaping your own fruits. So what we've got here. So we've got reigniting, re-understanding that you are a spark with the Fire Queen here. You're a spark of the divine. You're a spark of source. You came here to experience life in the flesh. You're understanding that you're a part of all creation and that you're a co-creator with the universe. You're coming to grip with your gifts, understanding that you have something to give to the world, to this planet, to help heal the planet, to help heal the people as a healer. Whether that's reading tarot cards, whether this is crystal healing, Reiki healing, whether you're a nurse or a doctor or a communicator, an herbalist. This could be anything. Your gifts are your gifts. You may be clairvoyant, you may be clairaudient, you may be clairsentient. Irregardless, as a healer, you're a healer. You're understanding you came here with a purpose, with a mission. There's a transformation occurring. You're going within. You're starting to find your own true happiness. You're starting to see these things here. You're starting to understand those. It's transforming you. And I feel like the transformation put a new understanding, which caused a little sadness, a little forlorn. She's forlorn, she's sad, she's depressed, she's crying. 3 cups are spilt, 2 are up. It's time. She's facing time. She's got time behind her. If you notice, the clock is behind her. She's got time behind her. This may even be for some Scorpios a late realization, a realization later in life. But time is behind her. Maybe time has been wasted. But you're coming to your sacred space. You're going to end up back in the sacred space. You're going to find peace and contentment. You need to surround yourself with nature. You need to get yourself grounded. Maybe take a salt bath, spiritual bath, help cleanse yourself. Because once you get here and you come out of this, there's going to be swift action to get on your own path. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. And you're gonna not care what anyone else says. You're just going to offer to the world what you have. You're going to be you. You're going to offer to yourself what you have. And I feel like your ancestors and your spirit guides are behind you on this. They're actually trying to wake some of you up to this. This is a game changer. It's changing the way you live your life. For some of you, the signs and synchronicities are all around you and you're starting to see them everywhere. It's a game changer. How does your garden grow? Your own path, your own garden. What seeds are you planting? What are you reaping? What are you harvesting? What fruits are coming from your life, from your own garden, from following your own path? It's just like the channeling message at the beginning. Like, you can't make this stuff up. There's a deeper understanding of things. I feel like Scorpios definitely have a balance between the underworld and the everyday world. Light and dark. There's definitely a place for that. And there's a curiosity with a lot of them to find these things deeper within themselves. And I feel like that's becoming a big thing in the year of 2023. I mean, if you think about it, 2023 breaks down to 7. 7 chakras, 7 notes of the scale, 7 colors of the rainbow, so on and so forth. So I feel like this is a big year for not just you Scorpios, but a lot of other signs as well. And that's all I have for you today, Scorpio. And I will be getting back with you as soon as possible. I hope everyone has a wonderful 2023. And I'll be getting back with you soon. Peace.